Hello everybody, thanks for joining me, my channel. Thanks for watching Dale's Bonsai and Garden. Slowly getting there with growth of the channel. Today I'm working inside because it's bitterly cold outside. It's 24 right now outside according to my temperature gauge right there. I was in the greenhouse a little bit earlier bringing in some of my pots that I have stored out there, but it's just too cold to work out there. Even if I had the heater on, it would still be too cold because of the wind, which isn't coming into the greenhouse, but it's just chilly, bitter cold out there. I think it's in the teens. Definitely the wind chill. It's supposed to drop to the single digits tonight. So what I'm doing right now is people have reached out to me and said, hey, can you create a bonsai for me to give to someone? So a friend of mine, she's ordered 10 small ones. I have somebody coming by tomorrow, and what they've done is they pick out a pot. I have a whole assortment, colors, shapes, sizes. Some are handmade pots. And then I have a number of just your traditional bonsai, for lack of a better term, mass-produced pots, but all sizes, from tiny, tiny ones to larger ones, so I can work with you, whatever you want to do. I not only would do bonsai, but I have other plants as well. The jade make great bonsai, but they don't have to be bonsai. I also have some popular ones, money tree plant. I have a number of ficus that we can put either in a large bonsai pot, or leave them in the round pots that I have here. All of these are easy to care for. They're definitely all indoor plants. So if you're interested, reach out to me in the comments section. Let me know. Like I said, I'm on Instagram, Facebook as well. But this is about what I'm doing with my time since it's too cold to be outside. Now the plants that I have outside, the Japanese maples, the Chinese elms, things like that, most of them I moved down to the ground in a protected area to give them some protection from the wind that's starting to pick up out there. And it's supposed to get really bad through the night and tomorrow, so to protect them. But I've also put some into the greenhouse to give them an extra layer of protection out there. But I'm using my dining room table for a while to work as my workstation, if you will. To get some of these done for people, but also I have to maintain the plants during the winter. I have, as you can tell, plants all around me. In my kitchen area, I have sliding glass doors there and a really large shelf, 4 feet long by 5 feet tall. I think it's 5 shelves, maybe 6, but it's loaded with plants as well. But I have to maintain them through the winter. And so having a place to work, I have a nice plastic sheet pan, for lack of a better term, that I use right here. But the box is for my friend who's coming to pick up her plants next weekend to give to family and friends. I did this one for her. This is for her husband. Hopefully they're not watching, but it's got a little fisherman on it. You can see it right there. But I have an assortment of things you can choose, whether it's the pot, whether it's, you know, I have Japanese lanterns, I have fishermen, I have the stacked rocks, whatever. So let's create something special for someone special in your life. Like I said, it doesn't have to be bonsai. It can be just a regular plant in a regular pot. But I have some beautiful plants. The money trees are beautiful. The ficus that I have, they're beautiful. The jade that I've grown from cuttings, these are about a year old. Put those in a pot for you. And then some of the jade in the bonsai pot, you see this one has a really nice thick trunk with movement in it. This one has a double trunk on it. And then I have, as I said, the dwarf jade, which also makes beautiful, beautiful bonsais. And they're easy to care for. If you forget to water these for a day or two, or even a week, they'll be fine. But one of the things I'm providing so people don't overwater is if you buy a plant from me, I'm gonna give you this branded spray bottle with my sticker on it. And so using this to water the plants, giving it a few squirts versus drowning it in water, which would kill most succulents. So helping people out. I also have created care sheets that I have with directions on how to care for them to make sure that they get like some sunlight. Like in here, I have limited sunlight in my house because the windows are small. This house is a 1910 bungalow, so the windows are like 24 inches by 48 inches. The most light I get is from my in my kitchen area from my sliding glass doors, and also right behind me, the west. That's the west behind me, so they get afternoon sun there, and the ones in the kitchen. So I have my soil mix over here, which is a blend of my organic compost that I've done, along with some vermiculite, at least a third vermiculite to 2/3 potting soil, because when you have house plants, they need the nutrients from the potting soil, or they need to be constantly fertilized. So using organic potting mix with the vermiculite helps with the drainage, whereas the soil helps with just the opposite, providing nutrients as well as retaining some of the moisture for the plants that need it without overdoing it. And that's why I say it's important to have a spray bottle versus, I use this one all the time to spray the plants, give them a little bit, you see just a couple of squirts, and they'll be fine for a week with that, believe it or not. And if it dries out, you'll just watch it and then give them a couple more squirts. But succulents are fine to dry out. You can go a week without watering all of these and they'll be fine. So these are good plants for people who say, I kill everything. It's really hard to kill these. You can, but it's really hard. Just put them in a place where they can get about 6 to 10 hours of sunlight or light. The more light they get, the better they do. I'll just say that. I want to make that clear. But I have all sorts of sizes. So I'm going to be the next few weeks working on these, and then in January, when it's still going to be cold outside, I'll maintain this working space for a while, because I have to keep the plants that I have in there and the ones behind me and the ones over here alive and well. So I've set this up as my winter workstation for now. Finding a way to make things work, that's what you do, and that's what I've done. I enjoy the plants year round, so giving me a space at my dining room table. I do have a kitchen bar where I can eat at up there as well, but because I put these on, this is like a plastic baking sheet, for lack of another term. I have a little box right here where I can move them easily. So if I need to clear off this, in a few minutes I can move the plants out of the way and have my dining room table back if I have company over, or if I need the dining room table. But yeah, so I have my soil mixes here. I have my pots in here, and I have a few more pots outside, so I can do anything from very tiny little pots to I would say this is more traditional size, but I also have bigger than this. So like I said, leave me a comment if you're interested. You can reach out to me on YouTube. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm happy to talk to you and discuss if you're interested. If you're not, thanks for watching the channel and supporting it. Be sure to subscribe, like, share with your friends if you will. It helps me, know what people are interested in. A lot of what I'm doing today is because people reached out to me via YouTube, some via Instagram or Facebook, asking me questions, whether they're interested in a plant or whatever, or how to do this or how to do that. And I'm happy to sit down with you and talk about plants and how to care for them, especially in the winter when they all have to be inside. They do require a little additional care when you have to bring them inside the house. So happy to talk to people, answer your questions, provide anything I can for support. Like I said, it's not just about bonsai, it's about gardening and plants as well. And while I'm no expert, I've been doing this for a number of years. I grew up with parents who gardened, and I took that passion. I've been doing it. Been in this house for about 25 years now, and immediately started working in the garden. So once again, thank you all for watching. It's the middle of December. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you and your family celebrate. I wish you all joy and happiness during this time of year. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great, like I said, holiday season. Have a great rest of your weekend.